want to do it. I feel so awkward. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today is a little different. We're sitting down. I mean, okay, I was sitting down in the last one, but this is like kind of like a sitting down talking. Oh my god, who am I? Zoella, literally who? I asked if you wanted to see a video on me talking about my experience as a female solo traveller. I did get someone being like, why'd you have to say female? And basically because I can only say it from that perspective. I can't say it from a male's. I can't say it from any other point of view. I can only say it from my perspective as a female. People ask some questions. I'm gonna say what I want to say about it and then get to the questions that were asked me. If you're interested in my perspective of the travelling, then keep watching. If not, that's fine. I have so many other videos. So if you can just like, subscribe, turn the alarm bell on. Do you have any more chores to do? I don't know. And let's get on with the video. When I went away, I did mostly hostels. I stayed at a family friend's for some. I stayed at a host family in Fiji and then a hotel in the last few nights in Bali, but majority was hostels. So for a month I was in Fiji. I was volunteering and living with a host family. So that was for a full month, and then I had to book my first hostel when I went to Singapore. And as this was the first hostel that I've ever been in, I've never been in a hostel before, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna do an all-girls room, because you hear kind of stories about being in a mixed room and being around like drunk men and stuff like that, so I wanted to keep it as safe as possible. What I quickly realised is that being in mixed dorms is so much better. When I was in a room of just girls and just girls that I didn't know, it was kind of a bit, no one really talked to each other, they weren't really interacting, and I don't know whether this was the hostel, maybe other people have had really good experiences with all girls, but I found when it was mixed, boys are so much more open, so much more energetic, and so much more willing to actually talk to people. But then because someone would be energetic, then the girls would talk, and then all the girls would talk together. I really preferred mixed rooms. It gave a lot more energy. You get the point. As well as mixed dorms, meeting people was so incredibly easy. Meeting people was kind of a big deal for me. I hate doing things on my own, so it was so easy that majority of the time I would get into a hostel, and within the first like hour I would meet people, and I would meet them for the rest of the time that I spent in that place. I was away for 15 weeks, and in total the time of me being alone, if you were to add all the days up together, was probably about 2 weeks. Sometimes it wasn't so easy to meet people, so what I had to learn to do, which I'm also really bad at, is say yes to literally everything. Wow, literally such an influence, so who am I? Some days I was not in the mood to do anything. I was not in the mood to do day tours or bar crawls. There was a time I was so hungover, bar crawl was the last thing on my mind. I had just arrived at a new place. I really didn't want to. But then I sat in the common room, and a girl and one of the guys persuaded me to come to the bar crawl, and oh my god, it was so much fun, and I'm so glad they did, because I stayed travelling with that girl for the next about 3 weeks. So I'm so glad I did say yes to that, because otherwise I don't actually know where I would have been or where I would have gone, so I'm really glad I did that. Another thing would be day tours. I met such amazing people just from a day, so saying yes to as much as you possibly can to make sure that you meet people will benefit you so much. There are so many things that I still regret that I didn't say yes to. Southeast Asia is kind of a very well-travelled place, so you quite often would bump into people. Like, you'd meet people in the south of Thailand and you'd bump into them in the north, just because everyone's doing the same sort of route. You'd meet people and find out they're going to the same place, so you end up sticking around with people for a few weeks, few days, few weeks, which was really nice and a really easy way to kind of not be on your own and not be so much as a solo traveller. Travelling around, as I said, it was a really easy route to take because it's so well travelled. So everywhere you go, I would book either a coach or a boat, depending on if I was going to an island. Hostels provide such good information of how to get to one place to another. Everyone knows where's the possibility of where you want to go next. I would book a boat or a coach about a day, sometimes a few hours before I'm wanting to leave, because it was so cheap. There's so often, yeah, easiest thing ever. If I was on my own, I would not leave the hostel room at night. I wouldn't really do it because, you know, precaution. If I hadn't had anyone in the hostel, if I was in a room by myself, and I wouldn't go out during the night, it does get lonely. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend, oh my god, best time of my life, was constantly doing things, was so happy all the time. No, it does get very lonely. Someone said to me something that kind of stuck with me, which was your mind goes wherever you go. Say if you're at home, you don't like your own company, you struggle with mental health, and you want to travel to get away from that, I don't know if that would be the best thing. You do adapt, you do learn, you do kind of grow as a person, so maybe in a way, yes, but you have to remember that it won't be, you know, a bed of roses throughout the entire trip. There were days I was feeling low, I was feeling very lonely and very sad, so you need to bear in mind, if you are wanting to go, your mind goes wherever you go. It is constantly with you. Be prepared to learn, be prepared to develop, just bear that in mind. It's tough. Travel is very tough. Overall, my experience was really good. It's nice to see another part of the world and not just be in one place, and it's nice to meet different types of people. The amount of people that I love so much, my heart grew so much bigger on this trip. Oh my god, there's so many, and you find your people, like you truly find your people. I have met friends for life, for sure. Has it changed me as a person? Probably not, but I found myself in the people that I've met rather than the places I've been. But the places I've been have also been pretty good. It's good. It's really good. Someone asked me where did I book my Fiji thing. So Fiji, as I said, was volunteering. I was volunteering at a kindergarten in a place called Nandi. That was through a company called Projects Abroad. The nicest people, the nicest staff you'll ever meet. The things they put up with. They were so lovely. It was such a tight group. All the volunteers meet up with each other. So, you know, you're living with all the volunteers, you're meeting up with all the volunteers. I became friends with almost, basically all of them. And it was so nice. Like a little mini family that you've got, which is so nice and such a great way to start the traveling. I'm really glad I did it this way because, you know, you're flying out of your home, but you know you're going to a home, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was from, that was with Projects Abroad, and I would really recommend it. I know another one of my friends has used Projects Abroad and she really enjoyed it and really liked it, and my cousin has as well, and he really liked it. So if you're looking to do anything volunteering wise, I would really recommend Projects Abroad. They get everything sorted for you. You can do more Googling. It was really good. Where did you feel safest and where seemed dodgy? There was never a moment for me that I felt unsafe. Unless I was walking in the dark, but that was, I think, majority of the time my own fear. Where I feel safest would probably be, I don't know, a lot of places were safe. Singapore. Actually, probably Singapore, but everywhere felt safe. It's not as scary as people make out. It's really not. What would you do differently if you did it again? Less drinking. Which sounds like an absolute awful joke, but honestly, less drinking. I'd probably bring a book with me next time. I'd probably bring a book and less drinking. In Chiang Mai, there was a lot of drinking. I didn't really see Chiang Mai. What were the 3 most useful items you carried? 3 most useful items. Oh, difficult. 3 most useful. I know the first one immediately. Birkenstocks. Oh my god, worth the money. They were on my feet every single day for 15 weeks. Birkenstocks for sure. The second one I would probably say would be bum bag. It's really, really useful. Having two is good. One underneath the clothes and one over the top, just because you don't want to risk it. Third thing would have been probably my first aid kit. I had like a tiny first aid kit. That was useful when you had blisters or cuts from certain things. You needed scissors. Scissors were needed a lot. Scissors were needed a lot. Footwear, a place to hold money, and first aid, I would probably say. Comment anything else if you have any questions. Genuinely, if anyone actually wants to go traveling, they want to go on their own and they don't know who to talk to, my Instagram's down below so people can send me DMs, send me questions if they didn't want to actually, like, they felt awkward or whatever, like, just send me a question. Just a little reminder, Mental Health Awareness Week should be every week. Always check up on your friends, always check up on yourselves, and I will see you whenever the next video is. Bye!